What does being a first generation college student mean to you?
Um, Being a first generation of college student means being the first in your family to attend a university or to like seek higher education. So I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, and my mom didn't attend a university. I moved here when I was in middle school. So me, my brother, and my sister were essentially the first in our family to attend college. So that made me a first generational student. I think it's something. It's cool. It's not the best because kind of like you don't really have help. You can't ask your parent for help, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
What advice would you give your younger self starting college?
There's a lot of advices, honestly. But first, I would say, an advice I'll give my younger self is that failure is trying, and trying is never giving up. I feel like there's a lot of trials and tribulations, especially when you first start university. Kind of like it's new, especially being from a different country or like not, what I'm saying, having like that type of support when it comes to college and higher education because your parents didn't attend college. It's definitely a lot harder, and I think it's something that you kind of like figure out on your own. At least for me, it's something I figured out on my own. But I would say don't keep it to yourself. Ask questions, talk to somebody, whether it be your EOP counselor, a friend, somebody you just met, a teacher, professor, or whatever. I would say definitely speak out, speak up, and advocate for yourself also.
Being a first generation college student comes with a lot of responsibilities for being first in my family to experience proud moments and accomplishments. It means being resilient and overcoming obstacles and learning from them while also teaching others. The advice I will give my younger self will be to continue with my journey as it is unique. Give myself a lot of courage to accomplish my academic and professional goals, and of course, to keep going.
Being a first generation student at Cal State LA specifically is important to me because I came from two families, which is my mom and dad, that were both immigrants from Vietnam. And so they didn't have the proper education that was provided until I was the person who was sent to college. And so being a first gen means that I'm the first person in the family to explore the unknown in regards to higher education and accepting new opportunities that are given to me and learning from my mentors, which is my counselors and the departments, and from my classes overall. And being in EOP also opens new doors and new connections within my upperclassmen and people who are also on the same boat as me as a first generation student. And EOP is a place closely to my heart because if I were to ever struggle and not understand what to do, such as picking my classes for the first time, they are my comfort and they will catch me if I were ever to fall. And some advice that I would give to myself is that I should place myself out there even though I come off as a very shy individual because no one else will do it besides me. And so I would have to put myself out there in order to be known and to gain the opportunities that I choose to accept because at the end of the day, it's my path and my journey and I have to use the resources that are given to me. And so even if I were to accept the opportunity and I were to fail, I would get up again and then try again in order to succeed. And so I want to thank the EOP family for giving me the support that I need.
What does being a first generation mean to me? Well, I have to say that being a first generation college graduate has really changed the trajectory of not only my life, but my family's life. I'm proud to say my husband and I are first generation college graduates. And I believe that we modeled a sense of pride, success, achievement, accomplishment through being first, navigating a world of uncharted waters that we had to then open the door for our children. So I'm even prouder to say that I have 2 college graduate students that are my children and are now second generation. It meant being bold. It meant being courageous. It meant showing that no matter, even if you aren't feeling confident and don't belong and you might not feel sure about yourself, keep going. You're gonna keep your eyes on that prize and you're gonna make it to the finish line. So what does that first generation mean to me? It means that it changed my life and it helped me create something that may not have otherwise been possible. And to my younger self, little Tanya, what advice would I give her? I would say stay bold, stay confident that you do belong and that it is now your responsibility to hold that door open for others to walk through. And I think I've been able to do that. I've been pretty lucky as a counselor, a first generation EOP counselor, to see my students realize their dreams. So I believe my younger self is, you're going to make it and you're going to help others do the same.
What does first gen mean to you?
Well, it actually means to me so much actually, because like as a first year college student, I kind of didn't really expect it to be here, because like it felt like I just transported from where I came from high school to all the way to college, and that was like actually very surprising, because like at first I was like kind of dumb and didn't like really actually expected it, because it was very hard, honestly, especially from the work and the whole homework assignments, because like everything just feels so different. But thanks to God, because if it wasn't for him, I would like, he gave me the courage and power like to never give up. And yeah, he gave me the full strength to keep on going and keep on rising and get my grades like very strongly and better. And for the first question to talk about like how does it feel to be a first generation, is that I feel so proud of myself, because like I'm actually the first and ever son to be from my family. I mean, I'm the first son to ever attend college from my whole family and from my whole ancestry, and this is something to be very proud of, and I'm here to make my dream come true.
What advice would you give your younger self?
The advice I will give to myself is to never give up, because like college could be very difficult, and to be honest, once the time has come, it'll be very worth it to the end, because like if you could be honest to yourself that if you were to never attend college, then where would you be at? Like you're probably gonna be working like either at the supermarket or Dollar Tree or 99-cent store, something like that. But we have more of an opportunity. We have a strong opportunity to become like whoever we want. Like for example, like a lawyer, a fighter, or literally a doctor, literally anything you could be.